So welcome back to another FIFA video. Today we are doing one of those topical videos again. We are talking about FIFA 20 career mode and the things we hate. I've put together a list of things that sort of don't make sense with the game mode. Just things that bother us in general. Everyone loves when I do those rants, those FIFA therapy type videos, so today we're doing another one. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up for me. It always helps the channel, and if you are new to the channel and you want to know all the latest FIFA 20 news, updates, and career mode content, make sure you subscribe today so you don't miss anything. So one of the issues that's been emerging now after the update is teams reaching over 100 points and winning the league. So this is a guarantee no matter what competition you're playing in, like the Serie A, La Liga, the Premier League. If you want to win these competitions, you're going to have to be almost perfect and not lose a game. You have to generate over 100 points to even have a chance to win the league. And, okay, yes, Man City and Liverpool can do it at the moment, and maybe it's fair to have those two clubs reach 100 points every now and then, but when you've got Spurs generating over 90 points, Man United reaching 90 points, you know, so many clubs, it's not just the top two, it's like 4 or 5 teams that are getting over 90 points. It starts to become a little bit crazy. And yes, it's better than the clubs not generating enough points. Like, it used to end up in the 70s and 60s for most leagues, so it was easy to win. But now, you're going to have to be almost perfect, man. So, yes, it's been made harder, but I don't know. I think it's more realistic to have 1 or 2 clubs reach 100 points rather than 4 or 5 clubs. So if we take a look at some examples, let's start with the Premier League. This one is one of the crazy ones. Man City come out on top, 106 points. Liverpool second, 103 points. Imagine getting 103 points and it's still not enough to win the league because Man City went unbeaten. Spurs come in at third. This is where it starts to get a little bit, crazy. Spurs come in with 94 points. Man United, 81 points. Man United will struggle to even get 60 points, let alone 81 with that team. Arsenal come in again at 5th with 78. Chelsea with 68. So there's a huge divide now in the points, and yeah, for many leagues, you have to get over 100 points to win it. If we take a look at the Serie A, I know the tables are broken here, but you have to look at the last row, the goal difference row for the points, I believe. Piemonte Calcio win it with 109 points. They've lost no games. Milan come in at second, 91 points. Inter 87, Napoli 87. So big points there as well. Let's check another league here, League 1 in France. PSG win it with 109 points. They've lost no games. So you can see that the big clubs are really winning games now. Like they're not even losing all season. So there's so many unbeaten teams. I don't know. I just think it's a little bit crazy what they've done now. Now this one has to be one of the most annoying things, especially around this time of the year where new updates are coming out every week. You have to start a new career mode every time there is new faces to apply them in your career mode. So if you're doing a Premier League career mode and then there's an update that comes out where Norwich, Aston Villa and all that get their faces into the game, you want them in your career mode as well. You have to start a new one to apply them. If a player goes from generic to real face, you need to start a new career mode. And at this time of year, every week there is new faces coming out. So there's 40 each week. So it's pretty crazy at the moment. And you're actually scared to start a new career mode because you don't know what's coming the next week. Now, I could be wrong, but I think in PES, the faces do carry over to Master League in career mode saves that were started before the update and after the update. So you don't really get affected when there's face updates in PES, but EA uses a different approach and it is a different system. It's a little bit annoying for career mode players. Basically, if you're a career mode player and you want the complete package, just pick up the game at Christmas and you're good to go. Now, this one has to be on record for maybe the most consecutive appearances in the Things We Hate series for career mode. Fixture pileups. It's the most annoying thing when you're doing well in the career mode save. You're trying to win all the competitions and then bang, you get hit with that back-to-back schedule where you have to rotate all your teams. You need to have like 5 different squads just to keep up with the fixture congestion sometimes. And it can sometimes kill your season because you start using those reserve players that are pretty bad in overall and stats, and then you start dropping points and then it kills your season that way. So I do hope that in the future we get a patch that sort of fixes the fixture pile-up, whether it's FIFA 20, FIFA 21, I don't know, but it looks like EA has no real clue how to fix it because it's been in the game for so long. Now, one of the things that I don't like is the limitations to the EA catalog. Why do the career mode items expire and that's it? You can't use them again. Once you redeem them once, that's it. So there's things like financial takeover in here, which could be fun, but you've only got about 4 of them. And once you use all 4 up, you can't use them again on the same account. So once they're gone, they're gone. There's no repeatability with these items. So let's say there's 8 career mode slots, 8 different career mode opportunities. They should have at least 8 financial takeover abilities in the game, in the catalog that we can use. But yeah, they've only added like 3 this year, which is stupid. There's just not enough content here. I reckon they can do so much more. And they shouldn't be disabled after you redeem them. They should be able to be used as many times as you want, man. Because we're offline players, we need like these kinds of things to keep us going because there's no content that drops regularly for career mode in the catalog. So yeah, they need to change it a bit. I don't know why they've kept the same system for so long. So this one has to be said again for another year. EA, why can't we request funds in FIFA 20 career mode? There's so many times where you might run short on cash. You need that extra 5 or 6 million to complete something, and then there's no request funds feature where the board can't give you money for promises. So they should have added it back. They've had it in the game since about FIFA 16, maybe FIFA 17 had it, but they took it out for no reason. It didn't need to go. I don't know why it went. And I do believe it is possible to mod it back into the game. I think FIFA did it for FIFA 19 career mode, and FIFA 20 career modes one had a few bugs, so he took it out, but it was possible. Another useful feature would have been a squad ranking feature. Why isn't this in FIFA 20 manager mode? It shows you your best player to your worst player based on form and other kinds of things. So I thought this was useful. And another useful feature that left once they changed the transfer negotiations feature was the set future fee option for loan deals. You could put in a price that you wanted to pay after the loan expired, and you could get that player if the other club agreed on it. Once again, another useful feature that disappeared, and yeah, a lot of people do want this one back as well. These kinds of things would have made FIFA 20 career mode much better as well, just having those features from old FIFA games come back. So I think this one is more of an annoying thing, but it is something that we do hate when it happens to us, I guess. And that's when you lose those cup games that are away from home against lower opposition. So it happened to me in FIFA 20. I had a team full of icons. As Sheffield United, I played Grimsby. And as you can see by the photo, we did end up losing 2-1 to Grimsby. I guess a team full of icons, full of legends in their prime is still not good enough to beat the legendary Grimsby. And I'm not saying this happens all the time, but it happens a lot of the time. And it happens too many times for it to be just coincidence. You know, I know there's cup upsets, but this happens way too many times and it affects everyone. And I guess it's one of those other things that we need to accept and we need to try and avoid when we play career mode. Don't sim those away cup games. So another one I'm going to mention is the fact that you can't scout a specific position in the Youth Academy Scouts. So I mention this because in previous FIFAs, and I'm talking about FIFA 07 career mode, I saw a feature where you could actually scout for youth players and you could scout specific positions. So if you wanted a centre forward, you could scout for that. If you wanted a striker, you could scout for that. And it's a small thing, I guess, overall, but it would have been nice, I reckon, to have it in FIFA 20 career mode as well. Currently, at the moment, all you can do is pick a region, pick how long you want the duration to go for, and then you can pick from different traits like technically gifted, a winger, physically strong, you know, those kinds of things, but there's no specific positions you can pick from. So if you are looking for a centre midfielder, you got to hope that the guy that scouts for you actually brings a gem from the centre mid position back home with him. So yeah, it's a little bit different to how it used to work in FIFA 07. I think it would have been nice to have it. So I know this bothers a few of you guys out there who want ultimate realism and stuff, but you know, a lot of people hate the transfer in a day situation in career mode. What I mean by that is you can have a game in the Community Shield and on the same day you can sign a guy from Australia, fly him over to England, and he'll sign the papers and can actually play in the game. So, you know, it's a transfer in a day situation, which doesn't happen in real life, but in career mode it does. So let's do an experiment. As you can see, I've got the Community Shield match against Man City. I've got a press conference as well, but we're not going to do that. And if I go to my transfer hub, look how laggy the menu is, by the way. I hate it. But Milos Ninkovic plays in Sydney, Australia. So it's a big flight from Sydney to London to play this game at Wembley. But we can sign him and he'll be able to play by the time, you know, the game comes around. So let's try and buy him. Just think about how it doesn't make sense, like in terms of a realism thing. So we'll give him 30 million. That doesn't make sense either because it's too expensive. But anyway, I just want to get the deal done. They'll take the offer. And yeah, Ninkovic is ready to join up. So on the same day, you can contact their agent, fly over to Sydney, do a deal, and the player you want to buy flies to your club on the other side of the world and can play in a match that is on the same day. But anyway, you know what I mean. Transfers in a day. Does it really need to be in career mode? I don't know. I don't really like how there's older features in career mode that haven't been implemented to future career modes like sponsors, staff upgrades, visual sim as well. I think they could implement it if they really wanted to. And I did enjoy those features from older FIFA games, especially like the ones like FIFA 07 and FIFA 08, FIFA 06, you know, on those PS2 consoles. So if they could find a way to incorporate it into future career modes, I think everyone would love these kinds of features. But anyway, I think I covered all the important stuff, all the things that we do hate in FIFA 20 career mode. Let me know if I missed anything